What Jewish organizations do I think have their act together? I'm hugely respectful of UJA. The reason I'm hugely respectful of UJA Federation, I'll talk about UJA Federation in New York because that's what I know the best. The truth is that when you look at how many different things they support, how many social service groups and how many community services they provide that the average people like us don't even see, and probably wouldn't be in a position to get a lot of money, to be able to put in the kind of system that would collect all that money. I have huge respect for them because I think they really try to have their pulse on what's happening in the community, whether it's the Jewish poor, whether it's the Jewish elderly, whether it's starting a hospice, in Riverdale. I think these are important things. And yes, they wrestle with bigger questions. And yes, they get nailed occasionally for being a bit of a club and being money-centric. But at the end of the day, I would look less at where the input is and I'd look more at the output. And I think when you look at their output, I think they really do an amazing job. I'm hugely respectful of John Risquet and just the people who run the organization, the volunteers who belong to it, and their dedication. I think it's amazing. So UJA Federation New York for sure is one of those. I'm lately hugely respectful of J Street. So J Street's it's incredibly controversial, and I won't say if I agree or disagree with what they are, but I think again they're coming from the right place. They're approaching the problem of Israel from where they think they should, from the point of view of ethics and morality and just the way a Jew should behave, to whether you agree with them or not. That's the way they're coming at it. So they're not coming at it from a lack of Jewishness. I'd argue very strongly they're coming at it from a complete, total immersion in their Jewishness. So you might not agree because they're clearly not accepting this notion of Eretz Yisrael Hashlema, the whole of Israel being given by God to people. But by the way, a lot of the commentators aren't quite sure that it means exactly that. So at the end of the day, I have tremendous respect for them right now as well, because I think that they're doing something different. They're trying to come at it from a completely different way. And then there's just a myriad of young Jewish groups that have begun. They're too numerous to mention. Again, all coming from that same place. They're approaching philanthropy, they're approaching community service, they're approaching the notion of kashrut, right? So this whole notion of having a hechsher tzedek, of having a kosher certification that's based on the ethics and morality of the way the animal is treated, the way the food is grown, the way the workers are treated, the way the raw materials are bought. I think it's amazing. And to me, that's exactly what Judaism is about. So that's the people that I respect.